Hello everyone, it is me here, Mr. Truth, and I hate to be the big bearer of bad news, but Shedeur Sanders has had a truly epic draft slide. At one point projected to be a top 5 overall selection in the draft, now slips completely out of the first round of this year's NFL draft class in a pretty weak quarterback draft class, with the best quarterback being Cam Ward, and then you have some other guys like Jackson Dart and so on and so forth. You get the point I'm trying to make. It's a very weak quarterback draft class, that is for certain. But Shedeur Sanders' fall is very historic to me because we saw, sort of the Will Levis slide a couple of years back in the draft process where he was hyped as a potential first overall pick to the Panthers. And, if he didn't go to the Panthers, he would go to the Colts or the Texans, or he would generally be a top 10 to 15 selection to a team needing a quarterback. But he slid all the way to the second round, where the Titans made a mistake of picking him, and guess what happened to him? He was not really that good. And GMs and scouts alike saw something in Levis they simply put did not like, and that's why he slid all the way to the second round, being a projected top 15 pick in the draft. The same exact thing has just happened to Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders. And I'm not going to run victory laps. I'm not going to say I told you so, because quite simply put, that would be completely and utterly fucking disrespectful. And I'd be slapping my own viewers and even some of, the people who don't really like my content straight in the face. I'm going to lay the facts out, alright? And me saying facts might be subjective to you here, but it is what it is, alright? Colorado played a very weak schedule. They played the Big 12, one of the worst defensive power conferences in the country. They have terrible defenses, and that is not a new thing. That has been a thing for years and years and years on end. And to quite simply put it, Shedeur Sanders played in a video game college offense. He played an offense that didn't require any skill. He rarely used timing or anticipation on his throws. His arm strength is not adequate. He is a below average to average athlete at best. He's not the greatest processor of information, and multiple scouts would tell you this. Multiple people would tell you this. A lot of people would tell you this, and even people in NFL front offices were trying to, we're just avoiding him like the Black Plague. And when the Giants traded up to 25, everybody, including myself, and there's proof of it with a live stream, even myself included, thought that Shedeur Sanders was going to be a New York Giant. But unfortunately for the Sanders family and for Shedeur himself, that was not the case. Jackson Dart was the pick, and Shedeur's officially slid to the second round, where he will almost certainly be picked in the second round by some team trying to get some sort of value out of the quarterback position. And this is a tale that is as old as time in the NFL. A quarterback gets hyped up as a first-round pick, and front offices don't see it that way. But the media, and the problem is the fucking media. It's the media hyping up these prospects like Shedeur Sanders, who are just simply put not good enough to be first-round quarterback prospects, but they play the most important position in football. They have some name recognition, some brand value to their name, So let's prop them up and hype them up. And the hype machine eventually gets too far gone, and this exact circumstance, this same outcome happens time and fucking time over and over again, and people do not learn from it. Media does not learn from it. And it's sad, because now the hype machine is ended. The hype train is derailed. The train is derailed. And you could say whatever, once again, you could say whatever you want about Shedeur as a prospect, or as a person, or whatever the fuck, alright? You can say whatever you want. But the fact is, NFL front offices came to the conclusion and came to the realization in the past couple of months that this guy's not worth a first-round pick. So no team even dared or bothered to select him. The Steelers were supposed to pick him at 21. They picked Derek Harmon. The Giants traded up and they were supposed to pick him. They picked Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss. What does that tell you? The only two spots where he was supposed to land, he did not land, and it's that simple. And you want to know why? Because they saw through the media hype that he was not worth a first-round selection. They did their own due diligence. They did their own research. They watched the game film and realized this guy isn't a first-round caliber player. I've been saying that for a while. He's not even close to first-round caliber in my opinion. He's a 5th to 6th round project at best. At fucking best, he's a 5th to 6th round player. And that's not me trying to rage bait or troll. You can watch those videos that I have publicly available on my channel. So if you're a first-time viewer and you're viewing because, Shedeur dropped in the draft, you can go and watch my older Shedeur Sanders videos, and you can, come to the conclusion that I said these things. I said that he's not a first-round player. I said he has flaws. He's not good, that he's a scrub. He is a scrub as a quarterback. I'm going to stand by that. He is a fucking terrible quarterback. He's a bad quarterback prospect. The only reason I would draft him is because he has potential to be a spot-starting quarterback. If you need a good backup, Shedeur Sanders can be a good backup. I just simply put, do not see him being a franchise-caliber NFL quarterback. And NFL scouts and GMs and front offices alike see the vision. They understand now that this guy's not a first-round pick. And the media hype train, once again, it went too far, hyping this guy up, who is, at best, a day 2 to day 3 project pick into a first fucking round selection. And this time, thank God, thank the fucking Lord, thank heaven itself, thank Jesus H. motherfucking Christ, that Shedeur Sanders was not picked in the first round. Thank God, because teams are seeing it. They understand that these prospects are being overhyped every fucking year, and they've had enough of it. And the media doesn't understand it, but the fans are starting to come to terms with that too. That, oh shit, these prospects are super, and I mean super fucking overhyped and overrated, and that's why they're busting. And now the front offices are starting to pass. And one of the reasons why the Steelers passed on him at 21 is because they had a negative experience with drafting a quarterback at that similar position in 2022 with Kenny Pickett. In a scrub quarterback draft class, they picked a horrendous quarterback in Kenny Pickett who has no upside to his game whatsoever. And they saw Shedeur Sanders and got Kenny Pickett vibes and were like, oh fuck, we're out. We're going to pick Derek Harmon. Maybe he'll end up being a good defensive player for us. But we don't want a thing to do with Shedeur Sanders at the quarterback position because he could be the next reincarnation of Kenny goddamn motherfucking Pickett, and we don't want none of that here in Pittsburgh. We're not trying to have a losing season under Mike Tomlin. We're not trying to stain that reputation. They may have had good visits, good talks, good phone calls, good interviews with Shedeur, but that doesn't mean they're going to select him. And that was the problem. And by the way, the NFL Network stooges, you can all fuck, oh my god, that front panel. Oh, Shedeur's gonna go here. Shedeur Sanders is gonna be the pick at 21. He's gonna be the pick at 25. You don't know anything. You are an insider. You don't know anything. What's your fucking deal? Why are you an insider? Why are you on a fucking panel on NFL Network if you don't know anything? Get off, you loser. I'm done. The Shedeur Sanders hype train went too far, and everyone has figured it out. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.